Heidelberg is a city worth falling in love with, the dreamy, romantic setting around the old bridge and the castle, an unparalleled choice of culture and entertainment wherever you go, and hearty yet heavenly cuisine. Top 10 places to visit Heidelberg, Germany. Number 10. Hauptstrasse. Heidelberg's Hauptstrasse, Main Street, Heidelberg. Heidelberg Main Street is one of Europe's oldest, longest, and most popular shopping streets. This pedestrian street runs 1.8 kilometers from one end of Old Town to the other. Main Street is home to several historic landmark buildings, including City Hall, the Church of the Holy Spirit, and the House of the Knights. The street runs through a traffic route that was used even before the city was founded during the 13th century. The street expanded in the 14th century to its current length and had a gate at each end. Number 9. River Neckar and Old Bridge Heidelberg. The Neckar is a 362-kilometer-long river in Germany, mainly flowing through the southwestern state of Baden-Württemberg, with a short section through Hesse between Stuttgart and Laufen. The Neckar cuts a scenic, meandering, and in many places steep-sided, valley into fossiliferous Triassic limestones and Pleistocene travertine. Old Bridge Heidelberg. It is made of Neckar Valley sandstone and was built by Elector Karl Theodor in the 18th century. It connects the Old Town with the banks of the Neckar River at the eastern end of the Neuenheim district. The predecessors of today's Old Bridge were made of wood. Since they were repeatedly destroyed by wars and floods, Elector Karl Theodor had a stone bridge built over the river, 1786 to 1788. Number 8. Church of the Holy Spirit. In the teachings of Christianity, the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit are an enumeration of 7 spiritual gifts first found in the book of Isaiah, and much commented upon by patristic authors. They are wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, and fear of the Lord. The Holy Spirit enables Christian life by dwelling in the individual believers and enables them to live a righteous and faithful life. The Holy Spirit also acts as comforter or paraclete, one who intercedes, or supports or acts as an advocate, particularly in times of trial. Number 7. Heidelberg Castle Garden. This amazing garden of Heidelberg Palace is a must-visit, as it is one of the most beautiful gardens in Germany. It was designed in the Renaissance era and is characterized by its amazing Romanesque details, where the majestic green gardens were one of the most important architectural features of that era. Visitors will feel during their wanderings that they have gone back in time and will find many statues, beautiful water ponds, and wonderful fountains. A visit to Heidelberg Palace must include a walk through the romantic palace garden, the once famous Hortus Palatinus. The Artillery Garden with its ornate Elizabeth Gate offers beautiful views of the palace and town. Massive fortifications with ramparts surround Heidelberg Palace. Number 6. German Pharmacy Museum. The German Pharmacy Museum, or Deutsches Apothekenmuseum, is a small, intriguing museum but one in which you can spend hours as there are over 20,000 objects on display. This museum was the highlight of one's trip to Heidelberg, Germany, and I highly recommend visiting it as it's a great experience for the whole family and you will definitely learn something you didn't know before. Situated at the Heidelberg Castle, the museum is accessible by funicular or by a 10 to 15 minute hike uphill. I recommend the audio guide available for €3.50 to give you the history of the museum, a must as it is rather difficult to place the displays in context without being able to read German. Number 5. Haus zum Ritter. The oldest building to survive though all the wars and other calamities, Haus zum Ritter St. George, stands tall and proud just opposite the Church of the Holy Spirit. Later the house of a knight in 1595, it is said to be the only building that survived the fires 1635, 1689 and 1693 because it was made out of a single stone. Located in Altstadt district, welcoming Hotel zum Ritter St. George is next door to the 16th century Heidelberg ruined castle and around 19-minute stroll of the green Neckarwies Park. Number 4. Philosophers Way. The Philosopher's Walk in Heidelberg, or the Philosophenweg, is a path located on the northern banks of the Neckar River in Heidelberg, Germany. Historically, this was just a simple rough path through the vineyards. However, it would later be renamed Philosophers Way during the Romantic period because of the many professors and philosophers of Heidelberg who enjoyed the path for its solitude, natural beauty, and great views of the town. Today, this path is still there, complete with gardens and informational plaques, offering lovely views of the Neckar River, Old Town of Heidelberg, and Heidelberg Castle. Number 3. Schwetzingen Castle. Schwetzingen Palace is a Schloss in the German state of Baden-Württemberg. Schwetzingen was the summer residence of the Electors Palatine Charles III Philip and Charles IV Theodore, of the House of Wittelsbach. It is situated in Schwetzingen, roughly equidistant from the electors' seats at Heidelberg and Mannheim, and is most notable for its spacious and ornate gardens. Other than these exceptionally well-preserved gardens and the palace proper, the compound also features the Schloss Theater Schwetzingen, the principal venue for the annual Schwetzingen Festival. The main building replaces a 17th-century hunting lodge built on the foundations of an older moated castle, of which it also retains some foundations and walling, hence the slightly irregular layout. It was built in its current form in several building campaigns between 1700 and 1750, in part to plans of the Heidelberg architect, Johann Adam Brünig. Number 2. Allama Iqbal Residency, Iqbal Street. If you can escape the panoramic view of the majestic Heidelberg Castle, you may notice the plaque on a nondescript old building in Nieuwenheim that reads, Dr. Muhammad Iqbal, national philosopher, poet, spiritual father of Pakistan, lived here in 1907. Iqbal stayed in Heidelberg for 6 months to learn German for his PhD thesis. In 1907, Iqbal moved to Germany to pursue his doctoral studies, and earned a Doctor of Philosophy degree from the Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich in 1908. Dear viewers, you know the most exciting thing about Heidelberg is a road, which is named after Allama Iqbal. Number 1. Heidelberg Palace. Heidelberg Castle, German, Heidelberger Schloss, is a ruin in Germany and landmark of Heidelberg. The castle ruins are among the most important Renaissance structures north of the Alps. The castle has only been partially rebuilt since its demolition in the 17th and 18th centuries. Each year, Heidelberg Palace attracts around 1 million visitors from all over the world. Since the 19th century, these impressive ruins have been synonymous with Romanticism. The Heidelberg Tun, the statues on the facade, and the gardens of the palace are highlights of any visit. Heidelberg Castle is undisputedly the main attraction of the city. At the end of the 19th century, the magnificent staterooms were restored, and they can be toured to this day. But nearly as exciting for tourists are the ruins. A quick tour would be about 1 to 1.5 hours. Take into consideration that you have to get up on the hill where the castle is. Take the little shuttle bahn they have, quickest way to go. You can walk, but might take some of the time you might not have.
With this, we will conclude our video. See you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.